This is the launch for August 12th, 2025. Streaming from the beautiful Pacific Northwest and the mighty American West Coast, we greet you all a good morning, a good evening, or whenever your timeline may fall. Time-appropriate greetings indeed to one and all. This is the launch. My name is Chris.
And I'm Angela.
Hello, Angers. Coming up, we got a big show, so just a few things you need to know. We'd love it if you called us during the show or after the fact. That phone number, 774-462-5667. That's 774-462-5667. Call us in, leave us a voicemail, whatever you like. Of course, you can always give it that live vibe on a Tuesday, 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. UTC at jblive.tv, or in your podcasting 2.0 app of choice. And then we release Wednesday mornings with links at weeklylaunch.rocks. And this is episode 31. Well, it's a big day for you, Andrews.
It is.
It's maybe maybe your second, third favorite, maybe number one favorite holiday of the year.
You know, I've never ranked it, but...
It's got to be up there.
Yeah. Many believe that birth order plays a pivotal role in personalities of children.
I can see it.
For example, the middle child syndrome describes the firstborn as the leader and the role player. Meanwhile, the youngest one earns the title of the baby of the family. Therefore, the middle child's role remains undefined.
Uh-oh. That sounds like it could be bad.
Yep. That sounds like it could be bad. I'm in danger.
Yeah.
Each year on August 12th, National Middle Child Day honors that in-between child in the family. That is what I am.
Middle child.
I am a middle child, and I have a middle child, and we are going to celebrate National Middle Child's Day today. I've been doing it for about 5 or 6 years. No, maybe longer. My mom went into the hospital with pneumonia, and her roommate in the hospital was a middle child, and she's the one that told me about Middle Child's Day.
Yeah, I hadn't really heard about it before.
Yeah, and so ever since then, I have done something with Abby every year for Middle Child's Day, and I haven't decided. I wanted to take her out for steak this morning, but she was not awake.
What's your favorite thing you've done for Mid's Child Day?
Oh, okay, well, so I think the second Middle Child's Day, Abby and I went to Olive Garden with Dia. Like, we invited Dia because Dia is also a middle child. Chris is a firstborn.
Technically. But then, after my dad got married, his wife had 2 older daughters.
Oh, you know,
so it
that
was
does
weird.
not, yeah.
Well, it was a little bit because I'd go over there
sure.
and I had 2 older sisters and I'd go home and I'd be the older brother.
Yeah.
But I was more the older brother than anything.
Yeah. I have read a lot about this birth order, just, you know, in raising kids and understanding, you know, why they do the things they do, why they don't follow in their footsteps of their older siblings or younger or whatever. And it's just always intriguing to me how your mom. No, your mom. My mom was the baby. Chris's mom was the firstborn, but was given up for adoption and became the baby.
Yeah.
In the adopted family.
Yeah.
And I've always just been so curious about how that birth order has really impacted her because she's both. So anyway, yeah, it's Middle Child's Day. Are you a middle child? You should boost in.
Yeah, tell us. And also, do you celebrate what might be considered a non-standard holiday?
It is not non-standard. We need recognition.
All right.
And then, just a quick follow-up.
Yeah.
I did not take the antibiotics.
Oh, are you doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
No necrotizing.
Faraday Fedora called in. He was concerned.
I know.
Yeah.
But I did start using my thumb too much. And whatever reconnection the nerve was doing, it has reversed. And I am full numb again on my thumb. And
you can use your thumb too much?
Well, because the nerve is trying to reconnect.
What are you, phone tapping?
No, I've just been trying to do normal things.
It feels like the thumb gets used a lot on the phone, for scrolling.
Yeah. Well, I also, I intentionally bent it a lot to see if there was extra pain.
Oh, my goodness,
yeah.
You're overusing that thing.
I did, yes. I need to not use it so that the nerve can grow back.
I used to work with a guy who had some nerve damage.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well.
No. Tell the audience.
And his hands were numb.
Yeah.
And so he would hurt himself all the time and not realize it.
Was this Chuck or Stick?
Yeah, Chuck.
Okay.
And, Stick had some nerve damage,
Yeah,
too.
he did.
Yeah. I worked with 2 guys that had nerve damage.
Yeah.
But it was great for unboxing stuff because they could just rip through the boxes.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't hurt them at all. They would
No,
just,
the rubber band fights too.
yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Mm-hmm.
Coming at me, and I've got no nerve damage. I'm nerve nominal. I was totally disadvantaged in those situations, but it was useful for unboxing. I was trying to think if there was any like holiday that I follow, and they would all be like Linux milestones, like when the Linux kernel was released, or when the Bitcoin white paper was released.
Oh yeah,
Those are
that
all
was a
good
big
ones.
day.
Mm-hmm. But I don't have any like no official holidays. I think my favorite holiday is probably Thanksgiving. Sometimes New Year's can be really nice, but it's rare.
No, Thanksgiving is a
Yeah.
top one. I enjoy the feel of Christmas.
Yeah.
Like for the whole month of
The vibe.
December.
Yeah. The actual Christmas itself is a little stressful
Yes.
and goes by real quick.
Yeah. Oh, and it's just worse this year, or like over the last couple of years, because I can't buy too much in advance for the kids because they change their preferences
Oh, geez, yeah, I
so
know.
much, and they're older. It's like, what do you get these old kids?
Yeah, they don't want just toys.
They don't want toys.
Yeah, which was nice.
Or books. Dylan doesn't want books.
Yeah.
I told him I wouldn't get him books, but then I got him like a driving book, and yeah, he was mad.
Oh, I know they want cash, but that's sort of uninspired.
I hate that, but I did
know.
it too.
Yeah, they want cash, and so I try to do things, or like lights for the rooms, which I need to give you. I have some for Bella.
Man, they're sharing. Bella and Abby are sharing a circuit. I don't know if they can take
They're
much
LED.
more.
They're pretty light.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They could run off a battery. But yeah. So Christmas it's not that I wonder if maybe when I'm older and the kids are grown up and like I'm hoping they'll come visit.
And they visit, yeah.
Yeah, maybe then I'll like enjoy it again in a way that I used to enjoy. It's not that I don't enjoy it, but it's just not my favorite holiday.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, it's a little more low key. There's not as much travel, and you get to eat, and then you generally have good food for a couple of days too. That's just hard to beat.
Yeah, I've been really enjoying New Year's Eve. I've been spending it with Robin Shaw, a comedian. She does an East Coast live show.
Oh.
So
Online?
it's at 9 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you
yeah.
can.
Yeah,
You're
you
so
saw where that
old.
was going.
You're
Yeah.
so old. Yeah.
Yeah. So, or I'm sorry, it starts at 8 and ends at 9, right? For the, yeah. And
That's
the
my
kids,
style too, actually.
The kids watched it too with me
Yeah?
the last 2 years. And
How'd you get them to watch anything longer than
we-
15 seconds?
well, it was fun. I don't know. But
Because
we,
it's a special holiday.
we called in and we won.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
What'd you win?
And Abby, like, they asked a question and Abby Googled it really quick on her
Atta
phone
girl.
and showed me the answer. And that's the only reason why we won.
That's
Yep.
great.
So
Good for
I won.
her.
I won a customized journal
That's really nice.
from Robin
We should
Shaw.
do stuff like that more often. Gosh darn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a hard time getting them to watch movies these days. They just don't want to watch movies
Oh.
because they're so long, and it's
Yeah.
a long time to.
I mean, that sounds like me, unfortunately.
But then just randomly last weekend, Abby's like, "Let's watch Spider-Man."
Oh,
I'm like,
cool.
okay, let's watch
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Great. Sort of random. It's a little late, but we'll do it.
Yeah. I think she just watched a movie called like Taken
Oh yeah.
or something. Or it's like the girls on the antenna tower thing.
Oh yeah.
Fall?
Yeah, maybe. I saw it's like an online video or something going on.
I don't think it's Taken.
Yeah, it's not, but I know what you're talking about. Anyways, let us know about your non-standard holidays. We'd love to have some fun
Yeah.
with you. Boost in, support the show, and tell us about it. So you might remember I was chronicling my attempt to run away from the rats. And we had a home base that was pretty great, but our neighbor got a rat invasion, and it was really close proximity, and they're not doing anything about it. So it sort of spooked us. We want to get out of there because
They didn't drown the rats in the basement?
they aborted after day one. It was a 3-day plan.
Oh.
And they paused it because they were going to go to a protest, and then they never came. When they came back from the protest,
They just never finished.
they never finished it. And then we talked to them about it. They're like, no, we're not going to do that. And I got the sense that, so when they told me, it was so profoundly stupid that I generally have a pretty good poker face, but I looked shocked. Like, I looked alarmed and shocked because, for those that don't know, my neighbor was like 25 feet from where I was at, they had anywhere from a dozen to 500 rats in their house, and they decided the solution was to flood their crawl space for 3 days. Just put a hose down the door for the crawl space and let it run for 3 days. And of course, then I was worried about the rats looking for dry ground and
Yep.
running to me. So we packed up the old RV and hit the road for a month and just sort of hopped around while we try to figure out the situation. And we ultimately ended up on an old family milk farm, but it was not sustainable. There was no services. There's nowhere really to park. It was just not ready for us. And so we couldn't stay there for very long. And we were running off of solar and all of that kind of stuff. And didn't have water, didn't have a way to dump our tanks, etc. So we kind of went back to our main home base, thought, okay, it looks like it's safe, put out lots of rat traps, sprayed, all that kind of stuff, did all the things we could. I find cameras to be really effective. It's something people don't talk about, but, Ring cameras and Wyze cameras and these types of things can be very effective at finding critters like this. And they're Wi-Fi and they have long-lasting battery life, and you can put them in little nooks and crannies and catch them. So cameras, I also deployed several cameras, which can be very effective. And it was sort of a temporary thing. We knew probably before the end of summer we'd try to find somewhere else. And what we decided the best route was, let's go build out that spot at the farm. And so we built out a spot there with some gravel, and we put in plumbing for water and power and all that kind of stuff. And then we went off on our summer road trip with Brent, with the kiddos, where we baked. And then on our way back, instead of going to our old home base, we went to the farm and started building it out some more. And it was not ideal at first. The situation was not ideal. And I think you'd understand this one. So this is a picture at Ange. It's an old milk farm. Mm-hmm. Have you been there yet?
No.
Okay. So it's an old milk farm. I don't even know. I should find out how many acres it is. But I can walk around, and it's over 2 miles, and I haven't walked the whole farm. So it's really big.
Wow.
Which is great because you can walk around. You can go for a walk and take the dog off leash and all that stuff. But it has a well that's about 150 feet deep or something. It's like a super deep water well. And it has tons of water, which is fantastic. And we're able to run some plumbing and get it over to the RV. And it took so much work. And then we poured the water. We turned on the water, and it was, we got running water. And Hadia's father tells us, you're going to love the taste of this water. This is true well water. And I grew up on well water, and I genuinely,
Me too.
I loved it. I thought it tasted great. Well, a few days go by, and we notice something's wrong. And we think maybe like the vent to the black tank is broken because it kind of smells like poop.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The water does?
Well, that's what we discovered. It's the water that smells like rotten eggs, actually. The water, but we didn't know at first.
Yeah.
Because you'd run the toilet and it would stink, and you'd think, that must be the black tank.
Right.
But it's actually the
Burping.
water in the something like that, or venting wrong or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was actually the water in the toilet bowl. Or
Gross.
the water. I know.
Her dad likes the taste of that?
Yeah. Well, so it
Just
turns
joking.
out too. I think like the sulfur smell, because that's what causes it.
Yeah.
The rotten egg smell. I guess it can be worse in the summer
Oh.
and better in the winter because
Do you have to treat the well? Is that the problem?
Yeah, I guess maybe you could. I think it's stuff that's in the ground.
Oh.
Yeah. So you got to treat
But
it
it's
like
a
at the
retired
tap.
farm, so it's not like it's actively being
Right.
sprayed with.
No, it's just
weird.
It's just maybe it could just be the ground, you know. Oh my God, though, it's so bad.
Well, so what are you going to do?
So I've been looking into different filter solutions, and they range from like $35, of course, to $2,000,
Right.
depending on what you want to have done.
Yeah.
So you can put filters in line, and so I have a cheap one in line right now, like a $25 one, and it helped. So it like knocked it down 50%. So I'm going to put another one.
So this isn't drinking water.
No, not yet. No. I mean, we don't generally drink out of the tap in the RV. We sort of bring in water in, but we do use it for like dishwashing or running the toilets or teeth brushing or taking a shower, right? So we have to get it decent, right?
Yeah.
So I think ultimately the long-term solution is I'm going to get a sophisticated filter system that'll make it like premium water. But right now I just got to get the damn stink out. Like you would not.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. You can just end it there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
And like took like a few days to figure it out. Because
Yeah.
you don't think of the
Right,
water.
of course.
And then I think the way we figured it out is we poured a cup of water for something. 'Cause we don't normally drink a cup of water from the faucet, but we poured a cup of water for something and held it. It was like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
And then went outside and like poured it from the faucet and like, oh my God. It's,
Yeah.
it's in the water. It's in the water. So like, oh man, totally nerd out, deep diving into the filtration system, all of that. And I think I'll have a solution pretty much in place. The thing though, so I go through this, it's these ups and downs. Because when you build out a new home base, nothing's there. You don't have anywhere to like cook outdoors. You don't have anywhere to sit
Right.
outdoors. You don't really have anywhere to park. You don't have any power, and like you have to build it all out. And it takes so long. And we'd stay at these places for like 2 to 5 years. So you're constantly doing like, is it worth this effort? But this time it's like, no, I'm just gonna fix the water. It's gonna be worth it. I'm gonna fix the water.
So where do you dump your black tank?
They put in a septic system for us, although
Nice.
it's not great because they want $400 a month to service it. So
It has to be serviced monthly?
yeah,
Oh, like emptied?
yeah,
Because it's just a tank. I
Yeah.
see. A dump tank.
yeah.
Ah.
So what we can do for $130 a month is they'll come out and weekly they'll dump a porta potty. So I might dump into that.
You're going to get a porta potty?
And then they bring it out, like you rent it
Yeah.
and they drop it
Yeah.
off. And then I'm going to run a pipe from my tank, a hose, into
Oh
that
my
porta
gosh,
potty.
that's funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
and-
so you won't actually use the
No,
porta
well, you
potty?
could.
Yeah, sure.
You could, which maybe the kids
Guess,
might when they're
yeah.
outside or something. But yeah, and then they're just going to come out and dump that. That's what I'm thinking.
That's creative.
Because $400 a month is
right?
crazy
That
to
is
dump
stupid.
poop.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to do the math here, and I'm like, this is an old dairy farm. They've got a whole sewage system here. Like, is there any? No, we can't. No. But they dealt with a lot of poop at this dairy farm.
Right.
There's these slots all over the place where they would wash all of the waste into, and then it had this whole drainage system underground and everything. It's,
Well, just dump into the slots.
I know. I thought about it, but
Then your
anyways.
water will taste.
Yeah, gets to the well. Like the smell's back.
Yeah, right.
What happened? My filters aren't working. But we were kind of lucky because there's an old milk shed where they would line all the cows up and they would do their thing.
Wow.
And they've got a lot of power. I guess all this equipment took considerable amount of power, and so we were able to tap into that and run that over to our spot, and then it overlooks this man-made pond that they used for irrigation and stuff. So it's a pretty big pond. And then off to the left is of the sort of hill that we're up is this wildlife preserve. I think it's owned by the city, and it's also a lake, which turns out it's so handy to find your property on a map when you're next to a lake, because you just find the lake on
Right,
the map, and then,
right.
oh, that's me.
Yep.
What a hack that's been. Like even like out in the back, like, oh, there's the lake. But I don't think the kids are thrilled. I don't think the kids love it. Because before our home base was essentially in town.
Yeah.
And they love that. They're at that age where they love, and it's
Is there a bus stop nearby though?
right by.
Oh yeah. Well,
I
then,
know. And the buses are free for kids.
Right.
So I know, but it's not the same. It's not the same when you just walk out the door and you go a few feet and you're kind of down, well,
Yeah.
more than a few feet, but you're basically downtown. It's all a flat walk the whole way. But, Dylan and his buddies camped over because the one thing that is neat is we have all this land now. And so there's spots all over the farm where the kids could camp and they don't see us and it's like they're off in the woods, right? And so Dylan and his buddies this last week came over and camped, and they were able to walk to town and walk back. So it's doable.
Oh.
It's it's like it's a 2-mile walk, which
Yeah.
is no big deal for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They walk that all the time.
Well, one of them doesn't.
Well, yeah.
That's for sure.
Well, did you hear what happened?
No.
Oh yeah. Okay, so this is so Dad's trying to make everybody happy. We got the new farm, and I love the idea they're going to come out and tent camp on the new farm. But also they want to walk around downtown during the sunset, right? They want to walk around during the sunset. So we get to the farm, and I say to the kids, I'm like, before you take off, because I know you're going to be gone for hours, go find your camp spot and set up your tents.
Oh goodness.
You know where this is going already, right?
They tried to set up the tent in the dark.
Yeah. So
Idiots.
they don't do it. They don't do it.
Of course
And
not.
they go downtown. They spend hours downtown walking around. I send them some cash so they can all go get burgers. It's really kind of cute. I'm really glad they had a great time. But 8:30 or 8 o'clock, and I look at my phone, sunset's at 8:30. So I send Dylan a text message at 8 o'clock. Hey, you got a half hour before sunset. Why don't you come home and set up the tent before it's dark? No, we really want to be here when the sun sets. This is the whole thing. And he had mentioned
Yeah.
like 2 weeks ago when he was planning this whole thing, I want them to be downtown during the sunset. So I knew
Yeah.
that was a goal. And I'm like, right, but you understand, you're going to have to walk this farm in the dark and set up 2 tents that you have no idea how to set up in the dark. Oh, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm like,
Did you have to help?
I know, I refused.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they figured it out then.
So I'm like, all right. So because I'm old. 9:30 or 10 o'clock, I text them, and I'm always checking them on Find My.
Right.
And they're walking back, but they're taking their time. They're stopping at parks and stuff like that.
Sure.
Because there's a couple parks along the way.
Hooligans.
Yeah. And I'm like, hey, I'm about to go to bed. Last offer, I can come pick you guys up if you don't want to walk the rest of the way, because you got like another half mile to go, right? No, we're mogging, he says. We're having a great time.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Of course, yes.
Yeah. All right. So I go to bed, and I manage to fall asleep, which is incredible because usually,
Yeah.
I'm like a little worried, or it's like I managed to fall asleep, even with my CPAP on.
Right?
So this is like
This is incredible.
10 for 10. Going to bed at a decent hour, CPAP's on, I'm asleep, and I tell him if anything goes wrong, give me a call.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't usually call, he texts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my phone starts ringing right as I fall asleep. And I was just falling asleep. So I'm worried. I grab my phone. Oh, what's going on? He's like, Dad, I think I need you to come pick us up. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Well, there's some guy, and I think he's yelling at his girlfriend, but he seems real angry, and it's freaked us out. I'm like, okay. Of course, he could have just accepted the invite for me to come pick you up. All right. So, of course, I get in the car, and I go pick him up. And it was all fine, but they were a little freaked out from the yelling. And, it's fine. I'll come pick you up if you're weirded out. So I drive like the half mile. They were almost home. I go, I get them loaded up. And I'm on the way back, and I realize they don't have a campsite. They don't have their tents. Right. They have tons of stuff. Like, it would take multiple trips. Like, how about, when we get back, we'll load up the car, and I'll take you out, and I'll help you find a camp spot with the headlights. So we loaded up.
Oh, yeah.
And it was loaded to the ceiling. The car was loaded to the ceiling with all their stuff. And so we're driving around, ba-bump, ba-bump, ba-bump. We're driving around the farm, ba-bump, 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 looking for a place. And I had one in mind. So I pull up in there, and it's a decent spot. But, now that it's dark, like, you don't know if you're setting up on top of spiders or a beehive. Like, you just have no idea, right? Thankfully, it was like a harvest moon, so it was almost like a distant light was on. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, did you guys even bring a flashlight? And they're like, no, but we got our phones. So all four of them have their phones out with the flashlights on. They're like forming a circle around the tent. And I'm just unloading stuff. I'm like, all right, I'm out of here. Good luck with the tent, boys. And I guess it took them like an hour and a half.
Yeah. Wow.
But they got it done.
Yeah.
But I don't think they got much sleep because it was a warm night.
Yeah. Well, the report that I got was 1 got 9 hours.
Whoa.
2 got 6 hours, and Dill didn't go to sleep.
That's what he told me too.
Yeah.
He told me it was too warm and he couldn't sleep. But like, he could have just walked back to the RV. It was like less than a half a mile. He could have and they did at one point walk back to the RV, which was another time they woke me up.
Oh, man.
At like 1 a.m.
I didn't even know you slept.
I know, right? I know.
Right?
that was sort of like the thing. I was like, this was like, I was sleeping.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is why. And it was Saturday night, so it's like,
I guess you got to appreciate it.
It's like the night before. Yeah, it was the night before LUP too. So I'm like, please just get some good sleep.
Right.
But they came back at one point, grabbed snacks and more pillows and blankets, and left again. Mm. And I'm like, well, you could have just set up a bed there and crashed there. That would have been fine. You know? Silly kids. But it has been quite the adventure. So it's sort of the summer adventure. But there's so much to do before winter to like winterize stuff, and the water's all going to freeze. And whatever filtration system I come up with for this rotten egg smell is going to have to be shelved during the winter because the filters can't freeze. So I have to come up with a totally different solution.
Because the filters are outside?
Yeah.
Oh.
And they're filled with water, and they crack, they expand, and they bust. You might ask me how I know. Because I've gone through a couple of them. It's just the worst. So yeah, that's my goal, is to figure that out. That's my goal. So if you have any suggestions on getting rid of rotten egg smell or anything you've done that didn't break the budget, boost in. Let me know as I build out the new home base.
Now's the time. It's the song of the week. Remember, you can boost the track. They sure like that.
Oh, I like that.
That's right. You can boost the artist. 95% of the sats go directly to them. Today's track is Cheap Suit's first value for value release. And we're featuring their debut single, and it's also their most popular track. It's called Poster. And it plays homage to the more authentic kind of live style of music, but also satisfyingly well produced, I thought. It's got tight riffs, the vocals are punchy, and the chorus are massive. So boost in while this track plays, and turn it up a little bit. Enjoy Poster by Cheap Suits.
list off all the problems that I tried to ignore. But I finally made the move so you won't hurt me no more. You play with my head but left me loving the thought of your weight on my chest. You advertise manipulation and I've read your final poster, so I'll go. Wanna be alone for a sec. Gather up my thoughts, but you're breathing down my neck like Big Brother, always watching. My mind's your mind, no free from your perpetual controlling. You play with my head, but left me loving the thought of your weight on my chest. You advertise manipulation and I've read your final poster, so I'll go. Play with my head, but left me loving the thought of your weight on my chest. You advertise manipulation and I've read your final poster, so I'll go.
And now, on with the show.
Well, I'm just going to make a quick call to the launch. I haven't checked in since yesterday. 774-462-5667. That's it. All right. 774-462-5667. Call now.
And we did have a nice batch of voicemails this week. Thank you.
Ooh.
I know, you see that nice
I
list
do.
there?
Wow.
Isn't that great? A guy named Ryan's back with his dozenth.
Yeah,
Dozenth. Is that how you say it?
12th.
Well, I don't like 12. I just don't like the way it sounds. But he's back with more calls.
Hey, JB Launch Crew. This is a guy named Ryan. Long time, 12 times. I made it to a dozen, baby. And you mentioned SciBite in response to my last voicemail, and I just keep waiting for the day Chris comes to his senses and relaunches it. I miss that podcast so much. Anyway, I'm calling about the age verification rules that are starting to roll out on the internet because that was the topic. And I don't know where I stand as a parent, but I'm someone who is in recovery, and I'm a moderator on a subreddit called /r/stopdrinking. And we've noticed there's a recent decline in visitors and subscriptions, and we're starting to wonder if it's a result of the age verification requirements because that forum has been ruled as containing adult content. I mean, it's a forum where people with addiction help other people with addiction, and certainly that topic is going to include some adult topics. But if you have young people struggling with addiction, I imagine they're actively living out those adult topics already in their lives, and now they have one less place they can go to try and get help and support. That, to me, just seems more harmful than helpful. And on another note, Chris, man, I cannot believe the tirade you threw at the end of LUP. Threatening to cancel the launch if you didn't get more voicemails? Oh, man. I'm just hoping that these last dozen or so contributions I've made to this great podcast can in some small way help convince you to keep it alive. Anyway, I hope to hear you guys later this week and in weeks to come, and keep up the great work, everyone. Thank you.
A guy named Ryan is hanging on by a thread. I think maybe your voicemail's alone saving it. We shall see. We did have some good calls.
Yeah. So, congratulations on your recovery. I actually started going to Al-Anon I don't remember. I think I'm it's 6 or 7 years in, and I was the treasurer for 5 years of my local Al-Anon. And for those of you that don't know, Al-Anon is for friends and families of alcoholics. So anyway, those groups are very, very supportive, and congrats.
Yeah. All right. You ready for our next one?
Mm-hmm.
It's from listener Hank. Hank, are you there? Hank, are you there?
Well, I was down at my local propane stop, and this nice gentleman told me, well, if I don't call that launch, well, they might end the show. Now, I thought, that boy ain't right. With all the great callers and stories being shared, how the hell could they? But, Chris, if a feller wants to train a bird or a wild animal,
Yeah.
you got to earn their trust, typically through their stomach. But if you feed one, well, you might get more than you bargained for. And them corvids, they got a great memory, so you better not slight them in any way. Well, that's it. Call the launch, fellas. Take care.
Is that Jeff?
What? That was not Hank Hill.
Huh. You know, I got to say, the birds at the farm are the biggest birds I've ever seen. So there's golden eagles, which I didn't know were a thing in the Pacific Northwest, and they're big.
Cool.
And then bald eagles don't go white until they're older.
Where are your sound effects right now?
Oh, you're right. I should bust out an eagle sound effect. Did you know this? They don't get a white head until they're older.
Yeah, I do know that.
I did not know
There's
that.
an eagle's nest that I watch by my house all the time.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'm eagle nest watching, and I'm discovering this. It's really fascinating.
Yeah, teenagers.
Yeah, teenagers. It's crazy. And then the ravens are like the size of a small dog.
Mm-hmm.
They're huge. And so last night we were walking around to lock up the gates to finish the night. And I'm not even kidding. I think at one moment, it was kind of creepy, about 70 ravens just lifted up all from the farm at once. Just all over the farm, up into the air.
Cool.
And then they all together flew over to the neighbor's tree. And then they were circling around the neighbor's tree. And then the other ravens around that tree went in the air. And then they all just took off.
Did it sound like the movie Birds?
That's exactly what Hidea said. It's like, that sounds like birds. It was crazy. All right. Next voicemail comes from Magnolia. I think, he's trying to save the show.
Hey, it's Magnolia. I know you've already made the decision, but it's really depressing that there's only really one JB show left, and I don't know, man. Like, I've been listening for years, a decade now, and it's just like it sucks that the network's dying like this, and you're talking about even Linux Unplugged. I don't even know, you can't kill the launch, man. You just can't do it.
Well, you got to get calls. We don't have calls. We're gonna. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's just it's the simple dynamic of it.
Hey, Lunchers, it's Magnolia Mayhem again. Sorry for calling twice in one episode, but I guess this may be my last opportunity.
Oh my goodness!
Go ahead and get as much use out of it as possible. But I remember on the LUP episode yesterday, from my perspective here on Monday, but there was this talk of the Tool
Crush,
and it reminded me a lot. I forget exactly what it was. I remember Chris talking about having some issues. I don't even actually remember what it was because I was listening live, and I try not to go back and listen to it anyway. But there's also a tool called the Warp Terminal, and it sounds very similar, but it's actually really slick. And figured, you know what, it might be worth looking into, or else I just completely misunderstood the problem one way or another. I don't know. Has it been 2 minutes yet? I bet I could keep talking.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so kind of partly cloudy. Very funny. It's weirdly hot here, even though it's partly cloudy. And I'm sitting across from a gas station on my lunch break. Talking to the lunch is kind of funny, huh? 2 minutes?
Calling us
2
during
minutes.
lunch.
That's a cat. The cat. What is that cat doing?
Oh my goodness!
Is it still
Magnolia's
going?
gonna single-handedly kill the show with
still
these
recording.
voicemails.
2 minutes. I'm gonna have to turn my air conditioner back on. It's warming up in here quick.
Yep.
Dang. Oh look, that's a very low-flying plane. Mimosa trees. They're pretty cool. And some alcohol after them, didn't they? Yeah. Anyways, 2 minutes.
There it is.
2 minutes.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
The heck?
You got it. And Magnolia came back with one last call in an effort
Oh
to
my
save the show.
goodness.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to do. Okay, cat, mimosa, alcohol. That was the memory I was trying to get back around to. Last episode, 2 cats having issues. I am not an animal behaviorist by any stretch of the imagination, but I was just thinking, like, I know that, like, I've seen this happen with some people that hate each other before. It's like one person hates the other person or whatever that is. But, like, sometimes you need a little chemical accelerant, lubricant, something like that. You know, like, get the people that hate each other pliable before, and then introduce them to each other. So what I'm saying is catnip. You get some catnip, right? Put the cages next to each other with, like, some kind of like non-transparent thing between the 2 cages. Get them feeling good. Pull the non-transparent thing up.
What's
so
behind
they
this
can
door?
now see each other. And if it goes wrong, you can just slap it back down and try something else. I don't know.
Nothing there.
It works with humans, right? That's what I was trying to remember. Anyway, cool. Yep. Anyway.
Thanks, Mayhem. So you could
Yeah.
just a little door that slides. Oh,
Yeah,
nothing
no.
there.
I mean, okay, so we still have the new kitten named Toes, right? And he is staying in Abby's room unless the other cats are outside, and then he has free roam of the house. But he likes sitting in this small, like, short cat tree. It's like 2 feet off the ground. He likes laying in that, and Gypsy will be outside the sliding glass door looking at him, trying to attack him. But that wasn't enough. So she went and caught a blue Stellar Jay and brought it to the door and killed it in front of us. Like, and this kitten, Toes, is not that much bigger than this blue Stellar Jay. And blue Stellar Jays, like, Gypsy can hunt because you blink and the blue Stellar Jay's like, not going over there.
Cat's a killer.
And she caught one. And that bird was looking at me. The bird tried to escape. Oh, man, it was horrible. So, oh yeah, no, I have video of it.
Oh, no, that's good.
Yeah. So I think she will kill him. I think he needs to be a little bigger. I'll have I'll have a vet bill and I'll have a burial. Like,
No
is what
kidding.
will
Oh,
it
my
will be.
gosh. Wow. That cat. That's some skills, really, to be honest with you. That's some skills. Thank you, Magnolia. I think you're single-handedly helping save the show, you and
Yes.
Ryan. All right. Now, Open Source Accountant wants to kill the show because he calls in to take me to account. It's totally fair, but he's going after me.
Chris, it's Derek, the open source accountant here. Long time since I called, but I gotta admit, I'm watching all these different options, and I'm wondering what's going on with, like, the Jupiter Party subscription. Will that be moving over to the Fountain platform as you start migrating? As someone who is already paying for, I think I pay for the Jupiter Party, and then I also pay for what used to be the Coderly. I think now that pays for the launch. I'm starting to get confused on the different payment rails, and it's starting to get overwhelming. I would love a primer and a little bit of an explanation of how it's getting paid, like what all these are for now, and kind of what the plan is going forward. As someone who loves supporting what you do, I just want to know if I'm going to be jumping rails a bunch of times in the near future or what I should be expecting, because that's a lot of work on my side. I'd love some clarity. Thanks.
Well, you just got to get over and help straighten me out. You got to straighten me out, right? Come over for a few days. We'll go through things. We'll straighten it out. This is exacerbated, this problem, by 2 factors. Number 1 is I recently launched a test membership through Fountain FM for This Week in Bitcoin because they have a brand new platform that puts the membership deets in the RSS feed and would be cross-platform between any podcast app that wants to implement it. So that's a particular appealing, and you can pay in fiat or Lightning. So these are particularly appealing to me, but it does not integrate with Memberful because Memberful is its own unique proprietary platform, which is kind of honestly the rub. Then the second issue is I haven't really committed to integrating fully This Week in Bitcoin into Jupiter Broadcasting.
Yeah.
It's just so different. And it's not in the Linux and open source. Well, it's so silly because it is, right? It is open source free software, and the entire Bitcoin node infrastructure is all on Linux. But
yeah, it's tangential, not necessarily complementary.
yeah, that's the thing. It doesn't necessarily complement the traditional lineup.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I put it in the Jupiter Party feed, it actually could cause some people to unsubscribe.
Right. It's a delicate balance.
It is, and it's my bad. It's my bad. It really is. And so I am both testing a new platform and I am hesitant to integrate it into the Jupiter Party. And I recently asked, I put a message out to the party members and asked, would you like to see This Week in Bitcoin's bonus content that I'll be creating soon show up in your Signal feed? And about half of them said yes, and half of them said no.
Mm.
So it's like a 50-50 split.
Yeah. Half of those that responded.
Yeah.
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 Mm.
So there it sits for now. But there does need to kind of be like a clarifying of it all. And then the other thing is we need to make sure that the Jupiter Party members always are getting all of the features they want. So if there was a way for me to grant access to them, like I could put it up on another file share or something like that, but I wasn't spamming the RSS feed or however people would look at it, then I would take that compromise. It's tricky. It's really tricky, especially while we're also trying to test stuff. So I get it, and I tend to move pretty quick so we can have a couple of threads going at once, and that can be kind of confusing. But I appreciate the support, and I guess I've always viewed it as pick the avenues that make sense to you. But it is tricky with the party membership and now creating bonus content for Twib. I would like to publish it there without turning people away, and they don't give me a mechanism to like create a second RSS feed for you that you could subscribe to. It's you get it or you don't get it.
Right, where you can uncheck.
But all right, should we switch to live calls? We got a couple live calls coming in. right now.
My goodness.
We have somebody that's been on hold for a bit. Looks like they're calling from Minneapolis. Let's see if we can pull them in. I have no idea. Minneapolis, you're on the line with Chris and Ange. Are you there?
Hey, Chris and Ange. This is Ross de Calavera.
Well, hello, Mr. Calavera. Long time no talk.
Yeah, I was into the boosting when you first got into all that. Been listening since like 2008, 9.
Oh my goodness.
Something like that.
Long timer.
Yeah. So I just, I got a little notification in my Podcast 2.0 app that y'all were live, and I don't normally listen. And the first thing that comes on is you're desperate for callers. So here I am.
Got to save the show. You got to save the show. Ange has been telling me behind the scenes that if we don't get more calls, she's canceling.
Oh my, no, stop it.
That's what you've been saying.
That I'm going to what?
You're going to cancel the show if we don't get more calls.
Oh my gosh.
Now she won't
I
admit
said
it.
no such thing.
Well, now, is this your first launch ever? Or you were subscribed. So you got in the 2.0 app. That's great. So you're listening on the Lit stream. How's it working?
I am. You know what? It's great. I started out as a Fountain user and then Podverse, and now I'm Cast-O-Matic on iOS.
Oh, Cast-O-Matic's great.
And yeah, it's awesome with that live notification. And to be honest, I don't get many live notifications. It's you, Podcasting 2.0, and that's it.
So, what's funny, dude, is this is bonkers to me. It's the number one sleeper thing that a podcaster could do to put their podcast in front of the noise of all of the other podcasts in the world. Mm-hmm. These podcasters are so lazy and so stupid. Like, they could be leaning into this and they could be getting ahead of everybody else and taking advantage of this stuff, and they just don't even see it. You just said it. Out of all the podcasts you listen to, it's us and one other podcast that's sending you push notifications to listen. These dummies are missing it. They're missing it. They're crazy.
Well, and I'll tell you what, I listen to a few different 3D printing podcasts, and one of them, they always talk about how they're just there for the fans. They're not wanting to make any money. It's strictly informational, and the engaging with the community is what keeps them going. And it's like, well, next time they throw out their email, I'm going to send them something. Be like, you should really look into Podcasting 2.0 because you just need the lit tag and a live stream, and you don't have to do the boosts. I mean, you can do the funding tag and stuff now to send people to Patreon or whatever else. But like you said, the bar is pretty low now. Things are pretty well documented, and I think it's a lot easier than people think it might be.
Yeah. And some platforms, some of the hosting platforms, just checking the box these days. You just check the box. So that's pretty great too.
Yeah, the one that I'm thinking of, I think they're still on Libsyn for their host. So I don't know if that would work out, but
that is a problem.
Yep.
If you do end up emailing them, you could tell them that they could use a service called Podcast Mirror, and they could put Podcast Mirror in front of their standard RSS feed, and it will inline add Podcasting 2.0 features without them having to modify their primary feed. They will have to redirect people to the new feed that it generates, but essentially it takes their RSS feed and it mirrors that, and then it just inlays Podcasting 2.0 features, and Lit is one of them. So something you could...
Is that the Blueberry
You
group
got it.
that does that?
You got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Tapped in.
Yeah,
over
I
there.
totally forgot about that. I'll definitely mention that.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the call. Thank you, man.
Yeah,
Nice to hear from you.
cool. Yeah, keep the show going. Good to call in.
All right. saving the show one call at a time. Thank you.
Bye.
See you. All right, we got one more caller coming in. Who we got there, Ange? Where are they calling from?
Canada.
All right, Canada. Let's get Canada on the line. Bringing them in. Canada, you were talking to Ange and Chris. Are you there? Hello, Canada. They may not have working phones up
so
there.
you hung up our hosting call instead of the previous caller.
So it's their fault?
No.
No, it's their fault. Is there? What can I click? Can I click this?
Oh, that's another caller.
Yeah, we got another caller. Callers?
Wait, can we talk to both of them
That's
at
what I
the
was
same
trying to
time?
figure out. That's what I thought would be
They're
really cool.
in the host room. I think we need. Are we hosted? Are we connected?
I don't know. I'll find out.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
I was
goodness.
connected.
Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your
see,
callers
now it
from
has
the
the
call-in
pink
studio
bar.
web interface.
It has a pink bar.
All right, so do we have two callers on the line at the same time? Did we do it? Did we successfully have two callers?
Hello?
Well, hi.
Are you Canada or Netherlands?
I'm the Netherlands.
Oh, hello,
Sweet.
Netherlands.
Britain.
And then Canada,
Can
are you there?
hear me? I'm
Yep.
in Canada.
Whoa! How about that? All right, cool. All right, so Canada, stand by. We're going to talk to Bite Bit, and then I'm going to come back to you. Stand by. I just want to see if I could do it. So, Bite, what are you up to right now? You're not... Oh, you are in the mumble. You could have mumbled me, Bite.
But what's the fun of having a phone number when you can't call it?
Right? Yeah, 774-462-5667.
She's got it. She can call the launch.
There we go.
What's new, Bite? What are you up to right now? Were you listening to the show and doing what?
Yeah, I've been training in the heat, so that was kind of taxing on my body, and now I'm really tired. I'm exhausted. So yeah, the temperatures went up to 35 degrees Celsius. That's about 95 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
And I have been training on a concrete surface.
Oh.
So I've been radiated from the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
Burnt crisp.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Seems like to me the procedure would be to listen to the show in a cold shower. Go take a cold shower.
Yes.
Did Canada hang up on us?
Oh, certainly.
Oh, Canada hung up on us. Go ahead.
I built my own split aircons system in my home. So, because in Europe the houses aren't built for the heat; they're built for cold and damp place. But a little fun news: I got called yesterday by the place that I applied for a job for, and they're like, "Okay, we tried like 5 other contestants, and you were always the." Measurement, the comparing, and we still had to accept you were our top choice, so you will get an offer this week.
Yay,
so
awesome.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
For a new job.
And they'll let you still listen to the launch?
I hope so, right? You're going to be able to listen
Or
to it.
is it the Netherlands is probably not your during your work
Oh,
time,
that's
huh?
true. That's a time hack.
This
he's
is
got.
evening. Yeah, a time hack.
And in the evening about 8 p.m. The show starts, so I've got all the time to listen to the launch.
Nice.
Well, thank you for calling in. I hope you can cool down. I recommend take the phone into the shower and turn us up and take a cold shower and cool down. You know?
Absolutely.
All right, bye. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for calling.
Yep. Bye-bye.
All right, let's go see if we can pop over to Canada now. They're calling in, and they dropped off, but they're back, so let's bring them in. Canada, you're on the line with Angela and Chris. Are you there?
Hi, yep, I'm here.
Hello, sir. Hello.
This is, my nickname is Papa John there.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Papa John.
Saw you in the chat.
What's going on today?
Well, I had a question, like, so with Fountain subscriptions, does it allow, like, do you have to have a Fountain account to do those, or can you have, like, your own self-hosted thing and somehow do the Lightning invoices through like a self-hosted node, or do you need to be right on Fountain to do it?
It's a good question. So I think it's going to roll out in 3 stages. So stage 1 is you need a Fountain account. And then stage 2 is you'll need a Fountain account, but you'll be able to do it from the web and you won't need the Fountain app. And then stage 3 is going to be you just need a Nostr identity. So sort of a 3-stage rollout, and we're on stage 1 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's it's a work in progress. I would love it if they had at least the web part first, because I think that would help. But then again, as I've tested it, we have run into a couple of bugs. So it's probably best that we just, take time and get it right.
Yeah, for sure. Then I just wanted to kind of respond about AI with electricians and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, at least I'm sure it's pretty similar in the States. Our codebook is paywalled, so I don't know how good AI results would be for electrical code. Maybe. And then we have a pretty robust apprenticeship program in Canada. So, like, when you're starting out, you're typically, like, for 4 years, you're working with a journeyman who should know what he's doing, but that's not always the case either. So
Sure. Seems like it'd be a good way to start, though.
Yeah.
As long as you have those people that can play those roles. I think that's becoming more and more of a problem. It seems to me, too, like that kind of information that's kind of down under lock and key, like you say, for the AI, they're probably going to get some big fat paycheck one day when some AI company comes along and writes them a check to license it or something.
Mm-hmm.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah. So until then. And then you'll have to pay out of the nose for that AI service, whatever it is.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
Well,
I know the Canadian Standards Association, they've got their own app now, and they're probably going to work out how to put AI in there at some point, I bet. But
Papa John, thank you for the call.
Yeah.
It's nice hearing from you. Appreciate it. Taking the time and all of that. Call again, okay? Call back.
Yeah, will do.
All right. Have a good one. You can take the rest of the day off now. You've earned it. Good job. Thank you, everybody, for calling in. And we have one last voicemail to finish off the call-in segment. This is from Mark in Michigan.
Hey, guys. This is Mark calling from beautiful northern Michigan, actually Lake City, Michigan. Love the show. I got turned on to you from the self-hosted podcast. Really wish that would come back, but I'm thankful that I found it because I found you. Love the content, and actually my wife loves the content too. I want to chime in with some things that I've learned to do that I never thought I would learn to do. In the past couple of years, I just turned 55. In the past couple of years, I've learned to wire my whole house in Ethernet, create a home lab and a home networking, wire my shed with 100 amp, wire other RV spots. Yes, you're welcome to drive out to Michigan and camp free. And most recently, I changed the thermocouple on a water heater. Doesn't sound like much, but I'm old to be learning how to do that. So, anyhow, love the podcast, love you guys, and please don't cancel. And one of these days, I'm going to sit down and figure out how to boost.
Right?
Nice. That's a good list. The one that caught my attention, though, 100 amps to the shed.
Mm-hmm.
Like this entire house, because it's a
former military,
is 100 amps. The service to this house is 100 amps, and he has that going to a shed.
Yeah, what's going on in there?
I bet it sounds like maybe he's got like an RV hookup coming off that.
Grow plants. What?
Yeah, I was thinking Bitcoin mining, but you might be right. Yeah. But that's really a great list. It feels good, too. Like, when you learn that kind of stuff, the next time something in that realm comes up, it's not a panic. It's not a worry. You got it under control. Thank you, everybody, for the call. Why don't you call the launch? Leave us a voicemail.
Call the launch. We're standing by. 774-462-5667. That's the line. 77 fool again. Didn't you hear?
And now, as the French say, it is time for Le Boost.
Yes, and people support the show with a boost like Withers, who sent in 8,888 sats.
Put some macaroni and cheese on there, too.
They'd like to know, where did the name Jupiter Broadcasting come from? And also, their favorite note-taking program is Trillium Notes, and it is self-hosted. It's a good question, Withers. So, You know, when you think of the name, we wanted, the original Jupiter Broadcasting content lineup had things like Radio Revolver and Mac Murphy PI and song. It wasn't just Linux content. Some of it was old-time radio, so you wanted something that was kind of vague enough that sounded modern, but also classic.
And space-themed. Or something about
Sidebite was
space.
in that early lineup, too. Yeah, something kind of spacey. And also, we early on experimented with a project called Jupiter OS, which kind of inspired Elementary OS, and we decided to bail on the whole OS thing and focus on the podcasting thing. And, dang near 20 years later, here we are. Thank you, Withers. Appreciate that support. Outdoor Geek comes in with 5,000 sats.
The traders love the vol.
Don't use soap. Dry with a paper towel.
I am unsure. Is that what? My injury? My cat bite injury? Or what?
I think it's just good advice in general.
Okay, just a general.
I think it's just don't use soap. Dry with a paper towel. Unless it's plates, I think. I don't know. I think it's probably specific to something, but you could apply it to anything. Magnolia Mayhem comes in with 5,000 sats.
I am programmed in multiple techniques.
I only recently remembered this because it's been a while, but speaking of branded shirts, I indirectly got a Tailscale shirt from the Jupiter Broadcasting Matrix. I think it was after an interview. Someone posted a link for a free shirt. The link misspelled Tailscale, but it still went to a website and required personal information. Thinking I was about to get played by a scammer, I filled the form out with BS information and put the address of the post office I work at part-time as the address. That's a good hack.
That's funny.
Long enough later, I'd forgotten about my little adventure, and the postmaster came, walking up, asking me what the heck I had ordered, and then handed me a weirdly marked bag. I was scared that I'd made a mistake and gotten something bad, but I'd opened up to find a clear bag with a Tailscale shirt in it. So yeah, I do wear a branded shirt from time to time.
Nice. That's a funny story.
Yeah, I would have assumed scammer too. Thanks, Magnolia. Odyssey Wester's here with a row of ducks. He says, I love that parody song, Fried Pork Chop, right? I love pork hips fried too. Have you ever had, what are they called, Ange, when you fry the pigs and you eat them? What is that called? Pork rinds.
Yeah, pork
You ever
rinds.
had pork rinds?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Yeah.
My dad used to eat those.
Oh,
and
really?
Frog legs, yeah.
Yeah. I'd never had them until I met Hadia. She's diabetic, and so chips and stuff affect the blood sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Pork rinds don't as much. So I'm like, I can't. She's like, all right.
It's literally like
Yeah.
pig skin.
Yeah.
Fried. That's
I know.
That's
so
gross.
So then I go to this bar, and they make them fresh there.
gross. I wonder what it smells like. Does it smell good?
I didn't smell it at all because they had
Okay.
pretty good separation, but they brought it out while they were still hot from the fryer, and they were delicious.
I don't know. I don't know if I could do it.
I know. I didn't think I could either, but I ate the crap out of those things. Let me tell you, it was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. Okay, you ready? We're moving on. Thank you very much. Appreciate the boost, Odyssey Wester. It's good to hear from you. We didn't get any Chuck E. Cheese boost this week, but Podbun came in, and he's got 5,444 sats.
This is why I have bedtime wine.
I'd feel much more comfortable if I could verify my ID through a government portal rather than sending it to a third party. They already have all information, and they've already issued me an ID in the first place. This is about age verification.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of giving all of these companies our
Yeah.
information. It
Yeah.
just, and then they all could lose it.
Right.
It just seems really bad.
Or sell it.
Yeah.
There's so many things.
He also boosted in saying, I'd love some JB quote shirts. We need to get on that.
Yes.
We probably need like some sort of swag person in the audience that's just passionate about swag, but comes and like gives us a few great ideas and then we run with it. Because we're so heads down here, guys. We're just so heads down. That's why we don't get to it. We'd love it. And I'd wear it. I sure would. Yep. Mm-hmm. PJ comes in with 6,666 sats.
Yep. That stands up to scrutiny. You make me want to be a better man.
Aliens and cryptids, I have seen a few weird things.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that ass.
Yeah. I grew up in the desert where the skies were rather clear. On one particular road, going to pick up my then girlfriend, now fiance, there were always just 3 dots just in sight off the windshield that would slowly form a triangle. This triangle would then rotate slowly as if it were scanning something. It would then break apart, separate, and then repeat. No planes doing this. I've never seen no planes doing this, but maybe satellites. But I do want to believe maybe the aliens are real.
Sounds like drones, too.
Could have been, but back then, because they've been together for a long time.
Oh.
You know, the other thing that's really weird about this one, I did not expect this, and now it's kind of creeping me out, I have to be honest with you, is PJ's description is extremely similar to the description my stepdad gave me one time.
Oh.
A triangle that formed in the air, then broke apart, and then came back together is exactly the UFO encounter my stepdad saw when
crazy.
hunting. I don't know, Ange. That's a little weird. PJ didn't know that story. Huh. Thank you. Anybody else wants to boost in, I'd love to hear it. Thank you, PJ. Turd Ferguson rounds us out with 13,000 sats.
Turd Ferguson.
I believe that also makes him our baller this episode. Here's some age-old cat wisdom. Swap scents with blankets, give the old cat the VIP spot, and let them meet through a door first. Slow intros save lives.
Right, and furniture. Yes. So the Toes has been hanging out inside a cat tree. About halfway up a 7-foot cat tree, there is a box, right? A carpeted box.
Is that the VIP spot?
Well, neither of my cats have ever used it, like ever. But Toes loves it and does catnip stuff in there. But when Toes
getting high on the nip in there.
When Toes is put away, Gypsy has now began sleeping there.
Oh, taking over now.
Yeah. Like hunting,
claiming
like
the spot.
hoping that she'll run into him. When he returns.
And be ready.
Oh man. So yeah, it's scary, but I'm hoping that time will help and making this kitty a little bigger.
Yeah.
Will help. But I also need to get him fixed before he starts marking. I don't know when that will start, but I think he still might be a little too young to do that process.
Thank you, everybody who did boost. Appreciate you. 9 of you stream sats, so we stacked a humble 7,570 sats for the streamers. When you combine that with everybody boosted, it was a rather unimpressive but still extremely grateful for 53,790 sats. The old show continues, really saved by the calls, the boosters, and the members. Thank you, of course, to everybody who supports the show with a boost or a membership. It means the world to us and keeps us going. If you'd like to boost in, Fountain.fm makes it easy. They self-host the Lightning infrastructure and make it super simple to connect to different fiat sources, so that way you can get started. And then send us a message above 2,000 sats, and we'll read it on the show.
Chris found a gem, an easy flip. Let's cash it in. It's barely standing, kinda scary, but potential's extraordinary. Just trust me, it's a winner. Just trust me, it's a winner.
I realize what I've been doing wrong. I've been trying to convince you that you should invest in a house.
Mm-hmm.
But a house comes with maintenance and all kinds of additional costs. So why not get almost all the value of real estate without the house and buy a parking spot, right? A parking spot, Ange. This is a parking spot in Boston that goes for $160,000.
What the heck?
You can find a screenshot of the listing so you can kind of see it's a little corner spot there in a parking garage that somebody else owns. Now, for a little background, this is a hot piece of real estate. You see, as you get closer to Beacon Hill, you can actually snap up some of these parking spots for as much as $200,000. Most buildings in Boston, according to a Redditor, especially on Beacon Hill, don't have parking since they're over 200 years old, and the entire neighborhood is under strict historical preservation laws. So, a few buildings that do have garages, and the standalone garages that have been built, well, those spots go for a massive premium.
There's no way. You could buy like 5 cars for that amount.
Yeah,
or like 5 new cars.
Some of them, this started about 20 years ago, and they were going for incredible money. Some of them today go for as much as $300,000.
That's insane.
So, I mean...
How much money are you making, though?
I know. Like, how bad do you need that spot, too?
Wow.
Yeah, I'd just rather not have a car, I think.
I would just hire somebody minimum wage to drive me, you know? Like,
it would be cheaper, wouldn't it? At least for the first year. All right, so, okay, there's another investment strategy. And, you know, a lot of times when the majority says Y, the smart investment is to do X. And so when everybody's running out of a building, you run in. When a knife is falling, you catch it. That's what they always say on Wall Street, catch a falling knife.
What?
And, and now you also could have bragging rights.
Okay.
You could claim you live in a glass house. Check this thing out.
Yeah, which link do I click on?
Inside the $7 million.
Okay.
Oh, no. You click on the now you can live inside the glass house. I'll click on the other one because I want to walk you through it.
Oh my
6
goodness.
beds, 7 baths.
Yes.
10,000 square feet. And they've just recently lowered the price. These big ones, these mansions, they are so incredible and over the top that they've attracted a genre on YouTube, and that is the real estate influencer who likes to show you mansions. And this guy tries his best to sell this place.
This is a $7.1 million home in East Hampton made entirely out of glass. My name is Eric Conover, and I'm going to take you on a tour of this one-of-a-kind mega mansion.
Now, your monthly payment would be around $43,000 a month. But for that, you do get a 4-car garage that has a private access underground tunnel.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, is it private? Because if it's made of glass.
Well, the garage is private. The rest of the house is not. And here's a bit more about the place. It's a really fascinating investment. It's an opportunity to catch a falling knife, as I say, and get yourself somewhere special.
Starting the tour here at the exterior of the home, this property is situated on almost 2 acres of land, which is huge for the Hamptons. You can see this is your front yard. It's been kept natural, how this land has been for hundreds of years. Right behind me, we have the gated entrance to the property. Then this
totally natural, except for this giant driveway and this huge gate, but otherwise, totes natural.
So welcome to the most unique home in East Hampton. So we always like to push the envelope in these tours, so we're filming this entire episode during the night. But just because this house is so incredible, I thought we had to do it justice. We're gonna cut back now to show you what this place looks like during the daytime.
Now you hear that echo?
Yeah.
Well, this might be part of why the house has had to be lowered from $7.1 million to $6.8 million to now $6 million. This house features 2 living rooms, but to make it extra awkward, the 2 living rooms are literally right next to each other. If you want to get from one side of the house to the other, you better bring a snack because you're going downstairs, you're crossing the house, and you're going back upstairs to get the other side of the house. It's really weird when it comes to the bathroom. The main floor has no bathroom, so guests have to jog downstairs to go to the bathroom. The plumbing does not exist in places you like because the builder forgot it. The cooling system, the cooling system. Well, they tried to put these little tiny mini units all over the place, but it's a giant greenhouse in July in California.
Mm-hmm.
All glass walls.
What? It's in New York.
New York? Oh, is it? Okay. All football-sized glass all over the place. Just huge glass windows on the roof, huge glass windows on the side. Just a solar oven you can't escape. There's no walls, so there's nowhere inside you can escape the sun. And it has a warehouse feel to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does.
It's
just
craziest.
a box.
The nicest thing about it is the property. The rest is all just garbage.
There's a pool.
Yeah. So they've had to bring it down to $6 million for this place. Not probably going to go any lower. So now if you buy now, Angie, I think it's going to be a great deal. Could you imagine a payment of $43,000 a month for this place?
That's insane.
Okay. Boy, I just never seem to really...
I do like the house. It's cool looking.
It is cool looking.
I wouldn't want to live there.
A movie, a studio should buy it and use it for movies. It looks like a house from a movie, right?
Yeah.
All right. I tried.
And the value of this is negative.
Okay, you can find links to which way we talked about at weeklylaunch.rocks. This was episode 31. You'll have everything listed out there, also our phone number and ways to boost. And of course, you could always join us live next Tuesday. Make it a vibe. That's what I said, because the kids say it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pre-firing right now. I'm pre-firing about next week.
Yep, and mogging.
I'm definitely mogging. I don't exactly know what that is, but I feel like I'm doing it.
Hopefully, it's not inappropriate.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank goodness it's an audio podcast.
I think it means you're looking better than other people. I think that, we need to...
We got to look that one up.
Yep.
Because they're apparently doing it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, if you can't catch us live on Tuesday, you can always catch us in your podcast app Wednesday morning. If you grab a 2.0 app, you get transcripts, chapters, and that live stream. From the beautiful Pacific Northwest and the mighty American West Coast, thanks for listening, And we'll see you right back here next week.